Do you think traveling is too expensive right now? Then just imagine this. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. A cliffside terrace. Golden light spilling across the water. A glass of local wine in your hand that costs less than your coffee back home. And somewhere in the back of your mind, that quiet, nagging thought finally goes silent. The one that says luxury retirement isn't for people like me. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. Some of the most breathtaking, five-star feeling places on this entire planet are shockingly affordable. Not budget hostel affordable. Not give up your dreams affordable. We're talking oceanfront villas, world-class healthcare, golf courses that make Pebble Beach jealous, and a cost of living so low your retirement fund might actually outlive you. Today, we're counting down 10 real destinations, places retirees are moving to right now, where the lifestyle feels like a five-star vacation, but the price tag feels like, well, home. Maybe even less than home. I've spent months digging through the numbers, the real cost of living data, the stories from people who actually made the move, because I wanted this list to be something you could trust, not just another top 10 thrown together for clicks. So grab something to drink, get comfortable, and let's go find the place where your retirement stops being a compromise and starts being the adventure you always deserved. We're starting in the misty highlands of Panama, in a little mountain town called Boquete.
Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Imagine waking up to cool mountain air, coffee farms rolling across the hillsides in every direction, and a river cutting right through the middle of town. This isn't the Panama of container ships and skyscrapers. This is quiet, green, and almost impossibly peaceful. Retirees here are living comfortably on around $1,200 to $1,500 a month, and that includes rent. Panama's famous Pensionado program sweetens the deal even further, offering real discounts on everything from doctor visits to movie tickets just for being a retiree. Honestly, when I first read about Boquete, I didn't expect a mountain town to make a list about luxury. But the more I looked, the boutique coffee tours, the hot springs, the fact that world-class healthcare in Panama City is only a few hours away, the more it made sense. This isn't roughing it. This is quiet, elegant living for a fraction of the price. And that's just the beginning. Hey, real quick before we keep going. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're Travel Trip Destinations, a small channel with a big love for showing people the world doesn't have to be as out of reach as it feels. If a place on this list makes you gasp a little, hit like, it genuinely helps us keep making these. And drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. I read every single one. Alright, number 9 is going to test everything you think you know about affordable. Picture a 17th century Dutch fort, its ramparts wrapping around a peninsula where the Indian Ocean crashes against ancient stone walls. That's Galle, one of the most stunning colonial cities left on Earth. Inside the fort, cobblestone streets wind past boutique hotels, art galleries, and rooftop restaurants where you can watch the sunset melt into the sea. Outside the walls, palm-lined beaches stretch for miles. And here's the part that stops people in their tracks. Retired couples are living genuinely indulgent lives here for around $2,200 a month. Private household help, fresh seafood every night, boutique villas with plunge pools. It's a lifestyle that would cost 5 times as much almost anywhere in Europe or North America. There's something about Sri Lanka that feels almost cinematic. It's not on everyone's radar yet, which honestly might be exactly why now is the time to go. Now imagine walking through a city lit entirely by silk lanterns. Thousands of them, glowing gold, red, and violet, reflecting off a slow-moving river. That's Hoi An at night. By day, it's tailor shops where a custom suit costs less than a department store shirt back home, riverside cafes serving some of the best food in Southeast Asia, and beaches just a short ride away that rival anything in the Caribbean. Retirees are settling into comfortable, even upscale lives here for well under $2,000 a month, private healthcare included. Vietnam's cost of living remains one of the lowest in Asia, even as the country's tourism infrastructure has become genuinely world-class. I'll be honest, Hoi An is one of those places that looks almost too beautiful in photos. But the stories from expats who live there say the real thing is even better. That's rare. Get ready for a full sensory overload, in the best way. Penang is where colonial architecture, Chinese temples, Indian spice markets, and Malay street food all collide on the same street corner. It's UNESCO World Heritage listed for a reason. And for retirees, Penang has become a genuine hotspot. Tens of thousands of expats have already made the move, drawn by first-rate private hospitals, gorgeous condos with ocean or hillside views, and a monthly budget that comfortably lands around $2,500, massages, fine dining, and all. What gets me about Penang is the food scene alone could be a reason to move. Some of the best street food on the planet and a 5-star meal that costs less than a fast food combo back home. That's not a compromise, that's an upgrade. There's a reason Chiang Mai keeps showing up on every best places to retire list, and it's not hype. Surrounded by misty mountains and hundreds of golden temples, this northern Thai city moves at a slower, softer pace than Bangkok. Morning markets, elephant sanctuaries just outside town, world-renowned wellness retreats and spas that would cost a fortune anywhere else. Retirees are living comfortably here for around $1,700 a month, with healthcare so affordable and so good that medical tourists fly in from around the world just to use it. If Bali is the beach dream, Chiang Mai is the mountain and temple dream. Quieter, deeply spiritual, and somehow even more affordable. 5,000 feet above sea level, tucked beside Mexico's largest lake, sits a 500-year-old colonial village with cobblestone streets, adobe houses in every shade of terracotta, and what might be the most forgiving climate on the planet. Ajijic has been drawing North American retirees for decades. It's one of the oldest expat communities in the world, and couples today are living comfortably on somewhere between $1,800 and $3,000 a month, including a beautiful rental home with a garden. What I love about Ajijic is that it doesn't feel like a retirement community. It feels like a living, breathing Mexican town that just happens to welcome you with open arms. Art galleries, lakeside sunsets, mariachi in the town square. It's close enough to fly home easily, but far enough to feel like an entirely different life. Now we cross into the Mediterranean. Turquoise water, ancient ruins, and 340 days of sunshine a year. Paphos is where mythology says Aphrodite rose from the sea.
I am Aphrodite, and I am from the sea of love.
Roman mosaics sit just steps from beach clubs. Medieval castles overlook harbors filled with sailboats. And despite the postcard looks, retired couples outside the priciest resort strips are living well here for around $2,500 a month, with access to the entire European Union, English widely spoken, and a healthcare system that consistently ranks among the best in the region. There's a version of retirement where every single evening ends with a Mediterranean sunset over ancient stone. In Cyprus, that's not a fantasy. That's just Tuesday. Malta is tiny. You could drive across the entire island in about an hour, but what it packs into that space is almost unfair. Honey-colored limestone cities perched on cliffs, crystal-clear coves for swimming, a capital city, Valletta, so beautifully preserved it's an entire UNESCO World Heritage Site. Singles are living comfortably here for around $1,800 to $2,500 a month, couples a bit more, and Malta's healthcare system, English-speaking population, and EU membership make it one of the smoothest transitions for retirees anywhere in Europe. Malta feels like someone took the best parts of Italy, Greece, and North Africa, distilled them onto one small island, and then made the whole thing wildly livable. I don't say this about many places, but Malta genuinely surprised me. Rice terraces cascading down volcanic hillsides. Mist rolling through the jungle at sunrise. The sound of a gamelan drifting from a temple ceremony down the road. Ubud isn't just Bali's cultural heart. It's become one of the most sought-after retirement destinations on Earth, and for good reason. Private villas with infinity pools, world-class wellness and healing traditions found almost nowhere else. A community of expats and locals that feels genuinely welcoming, not touristy. Couples are living rich, full lives here for around $1,400 to $2,500 a month. Some report living adventurously, comfortably, even indulgently on the higher end of that. Of every place on this list, Bali might be the one people romanticize the most. And having gone through everything I found while researching this, I finally understand why. It doesn't just look peaceful in photos. People who move there say it changes something in you. And here it is, the destination that keeps showing up again and again when people ask where luxury and affordability finally shake hands. The Algarve, Portugal. Golden limestone cliffs plunging into water so blue it barely looks real. Hidden coves you can only reach by boat. 40-plus golf courses, some ranked among the best in Europe. Historic towns like Tavira and Lagos, where fishing boats still come in at sunset. And the numbers genuinely back it up. A retired couple can live a comfortable, even luxurious life here for around $2,000 to $3,000 a month in a country with some of the best healthcare and safest streets in Europe. There's a reason so many retirees say the same thing after visiting the Algarve, that it doesn't just feel like a vacation, it feels like the version of retirement they didn't think they were allowed to have. Out of everywhere on this list, if you asked me where I'd go first, Portugal wins it for me, every time. 10 destinations. 10 completely different lives you could be living right now, for a fraction of what you probably assumed it would cost. If there's one thing I hope you take from this video, it's that luxury retirement isn't some locked door reserved for the ultra-wealthy. Sometimes it's just a plane ticket and the courage to look somewhere you never considered before. I'd genuinely love to know, have you been to any of these places? Are you already dreaming about one of them? Drop a comment and tell me your favorite, or the place you'd add to this list. I read every single one, and I might just make it the subject of a future video. If this video gave you even 5 minutes of, wait, I could actually do that, do me a favor and hit subscribe. We're a small channel, but we've got a big list of places left to show you. Thanks for spending this time with me. Until next time, keep dreaming bigger than you think you're allowed to.